Good afternoon, everyone. Let me know if you all are here. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? Okay, so y'all, I'm gonna do 2019. I'm gonna start with 2019. I'm not too sure if you all have the paper, but if you don't, I'm going to post it in Discord so that you all can get it. All right, so that you can download it. Hi, Takia. So let me just post the paper in Discord so that you will be able to get it. So 1 second. Hi Talia, how are you? Hi Ashley, hi, good afternoon. Okay, you all remember to like and share. Do you all have the Discord? The Discord code link, I should say link for Discord so that you can get the paper. You all have the 2019. If you don't have it, let me know. I'm going to post it now. All right. So okay, so I'm trying to post it on Discord now so that you all can get it. 1 second. Not sure why this Discord not opening. Do you all have the 2019 paper? Okay. Okay. For some reason, I am not getting to open my Discord. Okay, it finally did. So you all should be able to see that now. So I'm going to post the file there. You should see it under CSEC paper ones. I think I posted it already though. So you all should go and see if you get it. If you don't have it, check it out. Yeah, so all of it is already there. Let me just post a link for you all. And You all should be able to get it. We're going to be looking at 2019 and 2017. You all can join Discord with this link. So when you get to the Discord, you can look under CSEC paper ones and you'll be able to find it. Right? So look for it. So I just posted the link there. So you can pull it up now so that we can start. Because I can't share my screen. So if you go to it, the link on Discord, you would get all the paper ones, the ones that you are probably missing. How do I silence this thing, though, boy? All right. So let's go. So we're looking at 2019 and the 2019 number one paper, you will see all right, so number one, 2019. So the first question, it's asking you what is the direction of the trigonometrical station at shot over 729463 from Robertson's Hall. So they give you two grid referencing location. So you're going to put your arrow on the direction from Robertson, right? And take the direction of the trigonometrical station. So what direction is that? What direction is the first one? Okay, good. So the first, what answer is number one? I'm not seeing you all replying. Number one is what? Do you all have the paper 2019? You should see the question one is what is the direction of the trigonometrical station at shot over 729463 from Robertson's Hall? So if you have the paper, just pull it up and then find what direction is that. So that direction is what? Number one is what? I'm waiting for you all to reply in the chat. So post your answers in the chat. Remember, we're going through the answer sheet. So do you know how to do this? So this is a question on the compass point direction. So if they ask you the direction of the trigonometrical station, it means that you are putting your north arrow from Robertson Hall. That is the location they want you to find it from. So when you put it from there and you connect it to the trig station, what direction is that? Nobody knows the answer? Okay. So number one is B, southeast. Number two is, what is the contour interval in feet in the grid square 7045? So what is the contour interval again? So the contour interval is the spacing from one contour to the next, the number by which it is. So if you look on the map, you should see 500, 750, 1000. Therefore, what type of contour interval is that? What is the contour interval labeled T? So looking on the map, you're looking for the contour interval labeled T. What is the contour interval? So for number two, the contour interval is what? Look at it, Takia. Your reply was for number one or number two? Watch it again. Okay, so the contour interval is D, 250. So 250, right, is D. So number two is D. So if you look at the contour interval on the map, you would see 500, 750, 1000, 1250. So you know that the contour interval is 250. Number three, the height in feet of the highest point in grid square 7045 labeled T is approximately how much? So you have to get the height, and how do you tell the highest point? You can tell height using three things. You use the actual contour, then you look at to see if there's a spot height, which is just a number. And then the third thing is by using the trigonometrical station, which can either be minor or major. So major is the square, normal square, minor is the upside down square. So number three, look for T on that map. Y'all, if you don't have the paper, go to the Discord link that I posted in the chat, and you will download 2019, and you will be able to see the questions and to give me some replies. So I need you all to reply to that for me. So what is the height at T? Yes, the key. D is for number two. So we are number three now. Number three, T is what? Come on, guys. I need you all to participate in answering the questions so that you will know how to answer them when you get a question like that. So looking at T, what is the highest point? So the highest point, what is the answer? What is the highest point? Okay, the highest point is B, 2,500. Can you locate that? Right? 2,500. Why? So in the grid square 7045, it is approximately 2,500, right? So you would see that there's a contour line without a grid, without a height in the grid, and that is the highest point, right? So you look for the closest contour to that contour line, and that one is not number, right? So you know that the one which is numbered is 2,250, and then of course it goes up by a contour interval of 250. So you add 2,250 plus 250, and that will give you 2,500. The fourth question is a bearing, angular bearing, right? Which is actually grid bearing or angular bearing. They can give it to you either terms. So they ask you, number 4, what is the grid bearing, or sometimes referred to as angular bearing, of Robertson Halt from the trigonometrical station at Shotover? So what is the first thing that you have to do when you're looking at grid? So again, just like the compass, you need to find out the direction of Robertson Hall. So you're going to put your compass, right, to find the grid bearing on from the trigonometrical station at Shotover. So that is where you're going to draw your north arrow, and then you're going to find that angle that connects to Robertson Hall. So what is that angle when you do your measurement? What should that angle be? Hi Gasha, no problem. Good afternoon. So we're on number 4. We're looking at the grid bearing of the Robertson Hall from the trigonometrical station and Shotover. So what is the grid bearing? Number 4, 2019 paper. And if you don't have the paper, go to the Discord channel, you all. And on the Discord channel, you would be able to retrieve all of the papers. I just posted the link in the chat, and go to the Discord, go to geography paper ones, and you would find it. So number 4, what is the answer for number 4? I need you all to send some replies, because I cannot just be answering all the questions. I need you all to reply, so I know that you all are understanding and you'll be able to do it in the exam. What is the bearing of Robertson Hall from the trigonometrical station? Give me the bearing, please. Good. Very. So, Lyndon, no, it's not B. It's not B. It's not B. Number, so, number 4 is not B. What is the angle? So you all know how to do this? When you have an angle that is more than 180, remember you have to add the amount to 180. Remember that. So you have to add the amount that you have to 180. So what I want you to do, the first thing I want you to do, Tariq, it is C. Very good. It is C. And C is 295. How did we get that? So again, for those who got it incorrect, this is why you see I need you all to post the answers so that I can see how many of you all understand it. What you need to do is put your north arrow on the trigonometrical station, which is a triangle with the dot inside. At Shotover, put your north arrow there, then connect it to the Robertson's Hall, and then you've taken that entire angle. So you would see half of it is 180. Then how do you get the rest of the angle? You then turn your protractor, right? You will turn your protractor facing the left, and then you read off to the bottom where it says 0. You get the amount, and then you add it to 180, and that will then give you 295. Everybody understand that? Hi, Calicia. Good, good, Tariq. Number 5. So number 5, you're looking at the annual temperature range for this location. So what is the annual temperature range? Anybody remembers what is the annual temperature range? So the annual temperature range is the difference between the maximum and minimum temperature. Therefore, the maximum temperature on this table is how much, and what is the minimum temperature? So we see that the maximum temperature is 28 and the minimum temperature is 25. Everybody's saying that. Therefore, the temperature range is how much? This is an easy one. What is the temperature range? Come on. So I just told you all that the temperature range is the difference between the maximum temperature and the minimum temperature. So if you look on the table, you would see that the maximum temperature is 28 and the minimum temperature is very good, Dominique. It is 3 degrees. It's 25. So 28, 25 from 28 is 3 degrees. Very good. Number 7, the type of climate experienced at this location may be described as. So what you need to do now is look at the temperatures that you have. You see that the temperature is fairly, around the same thing. And then look at the rainfall, and based on the climate types that you know, which one is characteristic of this type of temperature and rainfall pattern. So number 7. Number 6. Okay, Lyndon, no problem. So number 6, sorry, I went to number 7 without doing 6. Number 6, the rainfall pattern indicates that what happens? A, very good. It rains throughout the year, right? So the rainfall pattern indicates that it's throughout the year. And number 7, which type of climate is that? 6 is A, very good. 7 is what? B, equatorial. Equatorial, very good. So the climate is characteristic of equatorial regions. Very good. Direction of flow of the river. How do you know? In this particular contour, right, you're not actually seeing the sea, but you definitely know the direction of the lowland area, right? So what direction is the river flowing? In what general direction is the river flowing? So we know that the lower land will, of course, be the lower value. So you have 100. So what direction is it going through? D, very good D. So it's moving from the southwest region, right, where you see 300, and then it climbs to the northeast at 100. So you know that it's flowing from the top of 300 down to 100. So the answer is D, right? Number 9. Number 9. Which of the following phrases refers to eastings? So on a reference, right? On a grid reference, on a map that shows grid reference, like a topographical map, it is made up of eastings and it is made up of northings lines. Very good. Number 9 is B. So eastings are the vertical lines on that topographical map that increase towards the east. So remember that. Number 10. Number 10 now. So the lowest number of visitors in any month was, so you look at your graph and you look at the axis, you would see months, January, February, March, and then you see cruise visitors. So the lowest month was what month? The lowest amount, sorry, was how much? So number 10 is, put the answer when you see, very good. Put the answer like how you have been doing. Just don't put the letter. Number 10 is C. Number 10 is C. So you would see where the actual lowest point is 30,000 on the 30,000 line. The highest number of visitors arrived during which month? So is that spring, winter, autumn, summer? So you would see you have June and July and August. June, July, August was the highest months. And during those months, what time is it in the US? What time do we say it is? June, July, and August is what time? What is your answer? D, it is summer. It is summer. Very good, Calicia. It is summer. It is summer. Very good. Number 12. It is summer. Good. Number 12. So number 12, you would see here, which of the following types of settlements will most likely develop between Y and Z? So you look at Y and you look at Z. What is characteristic there? You see that along Y and Z, there is a road. So what type of settlements develop along a road? Number 12, what type of settlements develop along a road? Very good. A, it's linear, right? Along the road is linear. Very good. For those who just came in, remember, There's a link to the Discord channel. If you don't have the paper, you can get all the paper ones there that I would be doing over this past week, right? So go and get it. And also remember to like the channel if you didn't subscribe to the channel yet, and share. 13. I saw that, I think Alicia, Dominique, Dominique is okay. Number 13. What is the answer for number 13? So number 13 is, what type of farming system is most likely to exist at X? So if you look at X, X is way, it's by the 50 meter, there's a line there, right? I think that's just a river near X, and there is basically nothing. What type of farming can you say will take place along this area that has nothing occupied really but estate boundaries and a river running through it? 13. D, very good. 13 is the commercial arable farming. So lots of, this is large scale agriculture, large scale, where you would need a lot of land space. Number 14, the relationship between longitude and time is that time changes by, so when you look at longitude and time, you need to know that each longitude, right, that 15 degrees, right, 1 hour is 15 degree. Therefore, what is the answer for number 14? If you remember that, every 15 degrees is 1 hour. Every 15 degree of each line of longitude is 1 hour. So it means to find 1 degree, you have to do what? It is 60 minutes in 1 hour divided by 15, which is the longitude, and that will give you your answer. And therefore, that answer is C. Very good, Tariq and Calicia. Very good. It is C. 16. Now let's try to move faster so we can do two papers. 15. A main factor that explains the difference between weather and climate is what? The main factor which explains the difference between weather and climate is what? So weather is what differentiates them. Weather is short term and climate is long term, right? Usually over 30-year period. Therefore, we can say that the main difference is very good. 15 is A, time. Time, not temperature, not rainfall, because temperature and rainfall are elements of the weather, right? Which is also the same for climate. So it is time. Remember, weather is the day-to-day conditions of a place. It is short term, whereas climate is the average long-term conditions of a place over a 30-year period. So we say it is A. You understand that, Dominique? You understand why it is A now? 16. Once there is number 16, a traveler made the following observation. It was hot and rained heavily every day. The trees grew very tall and there was very little undergrowth. Which type of forest was the traveler describing? So when you look at this, what type of forest vegetation? It rains and it is hot all year round. the trees grow tall and there is very little undergrowth. Very good, Jarrell. 16 is C. Very good. 16 is C. That is equatorial. So you all should know that by now, right? The equatorial rainforest. Equatorial rainforest, called a rainforest because it's rain all year round. Looking at the graph now, you have to interpret the statements. It says, which of the following statements is true based on the information given in the graph? So the hottest months of the year are also the driest month. How are you reading the graph? You would see the months on the horizontal, right? January, February, March, that is rainfall, and temperature is the line. Temperature is the line on on either and temperature, you would see temperature would be 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Whereas rainfall, the rainfall measurement, right, the axis for it is on your left, 50, 100, 150, 200, and temperature is on your right. So based on that now, 17, which statement is true for number 17? A, very good. That is correct. Number 17 is A, right? Number 17 is A. Why is it A? So when you look at this graph, it is called a climograph, right? And a climograph shows you rainfall and temperature. So I just told you the bar graph represents rainfall, right? And the line graph represents temperature. So if you look at the first 3 months of the year, it also shows that they have the highest temperature, right? You will see that the rainfall for these months are also the lowest. So that is why we went with A. Number 18. The annual temperature range is approximately what? Remember how you find annual temperature range again? You find the highest temperature and the lowest temperature and you subtract it. So number 18 is what? Number 18 is B. Very good. So what was the highest temperature? The highest temperature was 23 and the lowest temperature is 11. So you take away 11 from 23 and you get B. Let us look at number 19. Number 19, you have a rainfall, a map showing relief, rainfall, and land use, 3 maps, right? So they ask you 3 different things. Number 19, most of the vegetation in map T is found within which areas? So they ask you to look at the key, look at forest vegetation, and look at as well as the contours, look at the different relief that they give you as well to be able to answer it. So number 19. No, it's not A. It's not A. Look at 19 again. Look at where the forest is. You're seeing where that forest is? So it is D, the highest. It can be A, cocoa cultivation, because they're asking you about forests. So it can be cocoa. So it is 19 is D, the highest elevation. It is found in areas with the highest elevation. Everybody understand why 19 is D? So 19 is D. You can't say cocoa because they ask you about forests. So, sorry, 19 is D. Alessia and Dominique, you all understand why 19 is D? 20 now. The information given by the map indicates that the areas of coconut cultivation, so now they're asking you about coconuts. And now you have to pull out the answers which are correct or represented. So the information given by the map indicates that areas of coconut cultivation, so look at where coconut is located. It's that hash line. And what can you see? Number 20. Good, Jarrell. Number 20 is A. Number 20 is A. Tariq, number 20 is A. I will type the correct answer so you will could get the chat. Number 20 is A, right? A is 1 and 2, right? So the cocoa cultivation, look at it, it's more along, it's the dot areas, and that is along the coast, right? So it is an area of under 150 meters, and 2 have 150 1,500 millimeters of rainfall. So it is 1 and 2. So look at the key. The key will tell you in terms of rainfall what you can see. So it's not under, it's between 1,000 to 1,500 mm. Everybody understand why that is correct? Why 20 is A? Very good. 21 now. The contour profile from R to point X would look like, so if you look at your contours, right, you would see 40, 80, 120, that area would be, you would see there's a little steepness on one side, which if you were to draw a contour, a cross section of this, what would it look like? What the profile, the cross section or the cross profile look like? 21. So there's some steepness, but going down, you would see that the contours begin to spread, gently sloping. So which profile would be closest to that contour profile? Anybody have an idea? 21 would be what? So you can see that there's also a dip slope. So 21 is C, right? 21 is C. Why it's C, right? You would see that the contour lines has some steepness to the terrain, but as you go more to your left, it looks like it's gently sloping, right? There's a dip slope, right, which is the back side of the feature is gently sloping. So I think the best one to represent that would be C. So 21 is C. 22? Yes, Gerald, it had to be C. 22. Which of the following features are found at T on the map? So look at the map now. What features is found at T? Twenty-two is an easy one. So you all should answer this quickly. Once you answer quickly so we can move on. 22 is very good. 22 is A. Why is A? You're not seeing a headline there. But you know that indentation is a bay, and of course, the deposition inside of the bay is indicative of the beach. 23. Which of the following words best describe the slope represented by the contour lines between T and V? Contour lines by T and V. Look at the contour lines, right? Describe the slope represented by the contour lines T and V. So what kind of slope? Would it be a gentle slope, a moderate slope, undulating slope? This is covering relief features here. How do you tell when the terrain is gentle? How do you tell when the terrain is steep? What can you say? So you're looking at the slope between T and V. Number 23. So it is V is like 120, which is the steepest, right? And then you have 80, and then you have 40, right? So I would say it's moderate, which is C. So 23, C. 23 is C, yes. That is correct. It's not steep, just between V where you have 80 and 120, that is steep, but what you notice is that it decreases all the way down to the coast, which is 0. So you have to take into consideration that. So it's not just steep alone, because it's going straight towards the coast, so it's moderate. 24. So this is a compound bar graph, which means it's showing two sets of things. It's showing primary products, which are the cross lines, and then the fully shaded black is manufactured products. So they ask you, which of the following territories was the value of manufactured products greater than 75% of the total exports? So 24 is what? Number 24, you need which country? 75% more. This one is easy. Very good. 24 is A. 24 is A. Number 25 now. You have a plate boundary here. What type of plate boundary is it showing? It's showing you two arrows A and A is colliding together, right? You see subduction zone taking place. So that answer is what, 25? Easy one, 25 is, what type of plate boundary is that, y'all? 25. Where you have the arrow showing a collision. What plate boundaries do the plates collide? At what plate boundaries do the plates collide with each other and you have subduction taking place? Very good. That is the convergence. Very good, Tariq. 26 now. Which of the following features are shown at R? So looking at R, what type of features is shown at R? Easy one again. So the easy one, just type it quickly in the chat. A, very good, Tariq. It's volcanoes. Why only Tariq is answering? I'm sure there are many more of you all on the live there. 27. The section which starts at 2,900 from the surface is called what? I don't know if you all ever saw this diagram, but you can Google it, and the images on your exam will actually come up so you can get the correct answer. So you are looking at 2009 and you would see it is liquid. That is what? Liquid. So this part of um, the earth, right, in terms of the internal section, you would see it has a solid and liquid. So which one is that? You have a solid part and a liquid part. Very good. It's the core. 27 is the core. Very good. 27 is the core. 28, Barbados has a population density of approximately how much? So you are finding population density here, right? So what are you doing? You calculate it. You divide the population by the area, and then you can give me the answer in the chat there. Make sure you make corrections to your paper, right? When you get it incorrect. So 28 is, it is C. So when you get the population, 28 is C. Very good, Tariq and Lumet. 28 is C. How did you get that? Right? The population divided by area. Very good. 29. A comparison of the population densities of the four countries showed that, looking at the four numbers for the population density, what is the correct statement or comparison between them? Guyana has a higher density than Jamaica. Barbados has a lower density than Jamaica. Barbados has a higher density than Guyana, or Guyana has approximately the same density as Trinidad and Tobago. What can you say? And 29 is, come on, y'all. Number 29 is what? Which of those statements Which of those statements is correct? So if you look at the table, is the first statement correct? Guyana has a higher density than Jamaica? No, that's not correct. Barbados has a lower density than Jamaica. That is also incorrect. Barbados has a higher density than Guyana. That is correct. So therefore, you can say that C, number 29 is C. Very good, Darrell and Tariq. 30. 30. As one climb a mountain, the surrounding temperature, what? This is an easy question, 30. So with height, the higher you go, you should feel colder. Therefore, what happens to your temperature? There is something with height. A decrease in temperature. Very good, Tariq. Very good. 31. How does vegetation contribute to the development of soil? And we would have done this in your paper too. So what lays the foundation for the development of soils? What lays the foundation for the formation of soil? Okay, so we have 31. It decomposes to form the humus layer or humus layer, which is B. 31 is B. Very good, Tariq. 31 is B. Lumet, you understand why 30 is A? 32 now. 32. The downhill movement of debris and soil under the influence of gravity may be described as. So because they tell you that it is a slow movement, you should be able to figure this one out. The slow movement of debris and soil under the influence of gravity. So number 32 is, number 32, B. It is soil creep, right? It is soil creep. Very good. Number 32, B. Soil creep. 33. What processes cause the formation of an igneous rock? So if you remember the rock cycle, right? The rock cycle, what produces igneous rock? 33 is, this is an easy one. What is ejected from volcanoes that would give you or produce igneous rock? Very good, Lumet. Number 33. So in your rock cycle, you have to remember what happens. That magma, when it cools, right, on the Earth's surface, some of it also produces crystals. You get igneous rock. But you could also have igneous rocks that is intrusive, meaning formed within the Earth's, right? Formed within the Earth. So you have intrusive and then you have extrusive. So magma that hardens within the volcanoes or within beneath the Earth's crust that forms dikes and sills, these form igneous rocks that are intrusive, and then you have those that are cool on the Earth's surface by the lava, which is cool. That is what we call extrusive igneous rocks. Everybody understand that? The type of plate margins, with what type of plate margin are volcanoes in the Caribbean associated with? So in the Caribbean, what type of um, plate boundary creates these volcanoes that we have? The volcanic island arc or the Lesser Antilles island arc. That volcanic island arc. 34. Very good, Lumet. Yes, lava is cooled to form igneous rock. And you can also have magma cooling inside of the volcano as well, or inside of the earth, beneath the earth, that forms intrusive igneous rock. So you have intrusive and you have extrusive. Remember that? 34. So number 34, they want to know what plate boundary is associated with volcanoes in the Caribbean. Look at the question. 34, which plate boundary is it? Transform, convergent, divergent, constructive? Which type of plate boundary is it? No one is answering. 34 is C. So you have the convergent plate margin, right, where subduction takes place, right? You can also have volcanoes being formed at divergent, but the Caribbean plate, right, where you have that volcanic island arc forming, it's a convergent boundary. Remember that. Okay, 35, looking at this diagram, which of the following process is dominant in the first stage? So in the first stage of the long profile, and this is our long profile of a river. So remember, for rivers, the topic of rivers, when you're looking at profile, you can have a cross section of the river, which shows the width and depth, or you can have a long profile that shows the source to the mouth. So the first stage would be the upper course, the second stage would be the middle course, and the third stage there would be the lower course. So the first stage, what is the dominant process in that upper course? And what are some of the upper course features you find there? So 35 is, remember to the video, like the live, y'all, and subscribe if you haven't. Very good. So 35 is A, it's erosion, and it is vertical erosion. You have a lot of vertical erosion, hence the formation of things like waterfalls, rapids in the upper course, right? You have deepening of the river. 36. 36, you have a nice little contour again, and they want you to describe what type of slope. If in the exam you cannot just look at it and tell, you can draw a quick cross section of it, and then you would be able to determine the type of slope. So this type of slope where you have 300, 320, 340 gradually increasing like that to steepness, what type of slope is that? It's a concave. Very good. Very good. Oh, Jazzy. Nice to see you, Jazzy. How are you? So 36 is concave. And what is a concave slope again? A concave slope, right, is where it is gentle at the base, but it gets progressively steeper as it gets closer to the top, right? So it's a concave slope. So that is D. So 35 is A and 36 is D. 37, let's go. So 37 now, let's go. Which of the following features exerts the greatest influence on tourism in the Caribbean? Which one do you say has the greatest influence? Which one would you say has the greatest influence on tourism? Choose carefully. Yeah? What is our greatest influence on these US citizens, the westernized world, right? US being so close. What is the greatest influence for them coming here? Good. 37 is A. It is our climate. Yes, you ready to finish? I ready to finish too. I feel like I had no vacation at all. Because all of last week I was doing Cape Unit 2 and Unit 1, paper ones. And this week is CXC. I'm tired. So 37 is A, climate, right? Remember in the winter season, right? Our peak tourism season coincide with the winter seasons of the US. So that is when a lot of people visit us. They want to escape the cold winters and they want to come for a nice sunny Caribbean destination too, a sunny Caribbean destination for warmth. So 38 now, you have a comparative bar graph of 2 years, right? It's showing you number of the countries and the percentage of employment. So this is an industries question, economic activities. So you would see which of the following countries had the largest percentage employed in agriculture. So, of course, everybody should know that is which one to the eighth is what? Just look at it quickly, drop the answer quickly. These easy ones, we should go fast. 38 is which one? 38 is what? Look at the graph and just look at which one has the largest employment in agriculture. So that is easy, easy. That is A, right? That is Haiti. Everybody can see that is Haiti. Let us go to 39. Which country the lowest? Which country has the lowest employment in agriculture? Look at it now. You may have to add because two of them are very, very close for lowest. Remember to look at the 2 years though. Well, in 20, no. For 39, they tell you 2017. So you don't need to. Very good. No limit, Nicole and Tariq. Very good. 39. Good, Tariq. B, right? So it's Barbados. 39 is B, Barbados. Very good. Excellent. 40. Which of the following countries did employment in agriculture experience the greatest decline? So look at the bar graphs and see from the 2 years which country experienced the greatest decline. which two countries? Which three countries, sorry? Very good. Forte is D. Guyana. Forte is D. Good afternoon, James. So Forte is D. You have Dominican Republic, Cuba, and Trinidad and Tobago. Those three countries experience the greatest decline. 41 now. 41. Which of the following features is an example of intrusive volcanicity? So just like the questions before, I was just discussing this question and I was talking about intrusive volcanic rocks and extrusive, and I was saying which gives you those. So which one is intrusive here? 41. This is also a very easy one. 2019, James, it's in the Discord. If you go to the Discord channel, I posted the link in the chat. Um, I can post the link again. If you go to the link, go to CSEC Geography Paper Ones, and you will get all of the years there that I will be doing this week, right? So 41 is A. Very good. No limit, Nickel. James, this is the link to the Discord to get 2019 paper if you don't have it. 42. Looking at the diagram, this is a diagram of coastal processes. But what type of coastal processes are you seeing here? So you see beach, you have a sea, and then you have the feature label X. So you know that this is a depositional feature. Therefore, what would have caused that feature to be formed? And what is the feature label X? Do you all know? So 42 is, what type of feature is that at 42? Do you all know what it is? It's a spit. Very good, Jarrell. It's a spit. I just posted the link, Nicole. You should be able to find it. It's a spit. So which is the answer for 41? 42, sorry. It's a depositional feature. So 42, the answer is B. Very good. 42 is B. Longshore drift, right? So you should see that there. Longshore drift and wave deposition. 43. Which of the following factors is mainly responsible for high temperatures in the Caribbean? So this high temperature that we experience in the Caribbean, what is responsible for that? 43. Why do we have such high temperatures? Is it the altitude? Is it the rainfall? Is it the humidity? Is it the latitude? 43. What influences a country's temperature? B, it's the latitude. Very good. Very good. Very good. Tariq and no limit. Very good. 43 is B. Jassy, you're not answering any questions. Some of you are not answering. 44. What do the dotted lines in this diagram represent? So it's actually label it for you. So you all should be able to know what that would represent. The dashed line. So you have the river, you see the headwaters, you see the tributaries, and then this dash outline is what? It's kind of labeled there, so you should have no reason to get this one incorrect. It's the watershed. Very good. It's the watershed. Excellent. 45. Which of the following this term describes the drainage pattern of the area? So looking at that, what drainage pattern is that? Easy question. The one that looks like a tree is called what? The drainage pattern of a tree. It looks like a tree. 45 will be dendritic. Very good. Only two people answering me in the chat here. 46. Which of the following sources of energy is least likely to harm the environment? And this is also very easy. So 46 is very good. 46B, solar radiation, which is incoming radiation. That is what we experience every day, and we know that is not harmful. 47. Which of the following is an effect of preserving mangrove wetlands on the coast? So instead of destroying the mangroves on the coast, how can you preserve them? What is the effect of preserving them? Why is preserving mangroves on the coast important? And this is also easy. 47. What is the main mechanism of mangroves like lying close to the shoreline? Why it's important to have them protected our shoreline? So it reduces the erosion of the coastline. So wetlands like mangroves, they help to protect the coastline, right? So that they wouldn't be destroyed by powerful storm surges. 48. The process by which beach material is moved along a coast by wave action is called what? So what moves sediment or beach material along the coastline is caused what? 48 is caused what? 48. What moves material along the coast by wave action? Come on, you all. 48. What is number 48? C. It's longshore, right? Longshore drift carries the material. 49. Which of the following resources is most important when considering the location of a primary industry? Primary. Which is important? What is primary again? It utilizes the raw material, right? It is extraction of the raw material. So what would be very important for this? What is important in terms of economic activities? The primary industry makes use of I just said the answer, it's D, right? Raw material. Very good. 50. Which of the following is a major problem of urban areas in the Caribbean? Urban areas in Caribbean territories. So what are some